It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and we're moments away from a statement game. It's the Panthers and the Bengals. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brett. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading them out, someone who has overcome plenty of adversity to forge a 12-year career. Former Virginia Tech Hokie, it's Tyrod Taylor.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The Bengals at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in following a loss last week, and that, of course, ended that strong run they were on. They had won 7 in a row prior.
It's something you pointed out to me before the game even began. They've had terrific fortune throughout their entire win streak, but we both saw it happen right in front of our eyes. Some of that good fortune dried up, and they ended up taking the loss.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Taylor to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tucker's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a two-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, Jackson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Hines. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Only needing 2 yards on second down. To throw is Jackson. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Good footwork at the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did it with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Kene Nwangu. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Tucker with the extra point. The lead is now 10-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Offense back out. We take a closer peek at the dual threat back, Nyheim Hines.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. O.J. Howard, 73 yards.
And the Panthers have regained the lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Play action. Now Taylor on the move to his left. And this one's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Taylor's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Taylor will throw again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got Smith here. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Henry diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense onto the field once more, led by O.J. Howard, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And take it right at the 35.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor. Complete. Smith has it.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that'll be incomplete.
Jalen Darden, the one he was looking for.
And it's 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. It's caught. Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Taylor will throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Over the middle, it's Thomas. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, here's Taylor. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Ray McLeod, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. and they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Kyler Murray throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be third down. Jackson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run with Hines, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Jackson now. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And one more time.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This is Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Let's go, let's go! Safety Ranger! Buffalo 18!
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. On 1st down, Hines. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On 2nd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Osa Odighizuwa in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. Finding room at midfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Inside handoff, Henry. And some room to roam now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight 1st downs. They'll run it again with Henry. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jackson hit and he lost the football. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Play action, it's Taylor. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Bengals. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 11, just under 2 minutes to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Love again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Going to give it to Love. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Bryce Love, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was all capped by Bryce Love's touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. But now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give right side. Hines. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Jackson on first down, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Cincinnati, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.